football on KQMA.
Back.
Yeah, we're at break though, so it doesn't, we're off the air anyway.
Okay,
I
last
turned it
spot
on,
here.
but we're muted because we're not on the air.
You want to go ID here, or do you want to pause for the ID?
I don't care. What do you want to do?
Don't matter to me. It's your call.
Make a decision. Come on.
See, exactly.
Do the ID quickly.
There you go. Jay made it for you.
That'll be red, by the way. 87% red. Take control.
There you go. We would probably need a cable and 25-foot extension cords so that we can run power to them from the bus box. Sorry for not simply responding yes. We are happy to host your crew. I just want them to be it. That's a big word.
94 degrees, wind southeast, 5 miles an hour. 5% humidity. And go.
Welcome back, everybody, to Panther Stadium as we're getting ready for Smith Center and Phillipsburg Stakeout. Real quick, Jeff, we're going to make kind of a political statement, maybe. I don't know. Tomorrow is what? 9/11.
9/11.
What anniversary is it?
20 years.
20 years. So, to maybe take a little time to remember all the people who lost their lives, the attack on the country. I think there's going to be probably some celebrations around. Right. The only reason I brought that up a little bit is because last night I was flipping through channels and I recorded the Big Ten channel. They had a special thing on the Nebraska Pillow Rock that just choked me up. I mean, they had a special edition to first responders, policemen, firemen that walked out with them. And the guys that participated in that couldn't hardly, to this day, got so teary-eyed and choked up about it, they couldn't hardly talk about it. It's a really a good half-hour show, but, it's not like, there are other things that, football, but it is, an anniversary that this country needs to keep remembering.
Right, I saw a lot of the colleges tomorrow going to be, I saw Nebraska's wearing special uniforms tomorrow, and I know a lot of them are going to have patches on, and some other ones are going to have special uniforms to try to honor those after 20 years. So it is a big anniversary. 20 years. It's hard to believe that was 20 years ago. Almost makes you feel old. I was in 5th grade, so.
As I said, you know where you were? I was on the golf course in Hastings, Nebraska with a couple friends, and we ended our game because one of his wives, the wives called. I said, you know what's going on? We went to the clubhouse. We spent 3 hours watching it. Right. It was just amazing.
I was in 5th grade. I can't ever remember if we were getting ready for English or history class, but I can tell you if we went back to grade school in Kerwin, I could show you exactly where I was sitting. I could do that. While we wait on the captains here, here's the rest of the updates for you. If you do have a generator or other power source, you're welcome to send in the visitor switches as well next week. So you got all sorts of options, it sounds.
Well, they extended that to me, yeah.
As the captains get ready, I know for Smith Center it is Colton Hairsnape along with Nathan Yeager and Jacob Kirchhoff. And let's see who else is out there this week. Looks like Clay Hairsnape out there this week.
I think for the Panthers, you have you, both Ford, and then Burst for the Panthers. So let's see if we can catch this flip of the coin. Me and Jason always miss it. Right? You blink, you start talking, you just lose track of who does what.
Right.
Let's see if we can get this one.
I always try to make Robbie make sure that he's watching. See, oh yeah, there we go. We can have Michaela watch.
Get on.
You're doing Robbie's stuff, so therefore you have to do Robbie's job too. Of course, you got to get all the instructions. Play fair, play, all that fun stuff, all the stuff that the ref has to say before the game.
Wind's hardly blowing at all. I know Mark mentioned the temperature and stuff. The flag at the end of the track there is great wind down. So wind should not be a factor at all in this game. It's going to be the heat. It's going to be the factor.
Of course, this is the week that neither team's really going to pass a whole lot, so of course there's going to be no wind.
A little breezy be nice.
Yeah, exactly. I think Mark said 94 degrees still, and it's 7 o'clock, so it'd be nice if there was a little bit of a breeze, but that's all right. As soon as that sun goes down, it'll start to cool off a little more.
We talked last week about how the nice Hayesville field looks. Still Panther field looks in good shape. But again, it's the start of the season. It's a little better looking.
Right. They haven't even hardly used it yet.
That's right.
The center won the toss, and they will receive.
Not surprising. They drop them out. See what they can do offensively. Panthers will send their defense out there. See if they can maybe get a stop here.
The Panthers in those are new uniforms too. Nice looking navy uniforms with the white numbers and the gold trim, and the Redmen in those white uniforms with the red numbers and the green trim. So those new uniforms look pretty slick out there.
You can see numbers.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's fair. I mean, before sometimes it was hard to see the numbers, so this is really kind of nice. And of course, this there red and white, that always stands out. So
as long as the numbers are big enough, you can see them. Then. Because sometimes they make those numbers so small you can't see them even from up here, but nice big numbers on both uniforms tonight, so we're getting pretty lucky.
So the Panthers will kick off. Start this ball game. Clock is set. Officials look like they're trying to get in the right spot, and we see how both teams going to the field here shortly.
Mark sent me the weather update. It's 93 degrees with an east wind of 5 miles per hour and 25% humidity.
Our scout marks for detail.
Exactly. Keeps us in line that way. So back deep to receive for the Redmen will be Yeager and Montgomery.
Rodriguez will kick off for the Panthers. 6'1", 185-pound sophomore.
Oh, my gosh. Things set for week number 2 here at the Panthers Stadium. Good kick here from Rodriguez. Yeager's going to pick it up at about the 15-yard line. Takes the handoff to Montgomery. He's at the 10. Gets a wall in front of him, 15, 20. 25 still on his feet up the Redmond sideline and finally pushed out of bounds at about the right at the 40-yard line. So a nice return by the quarterback to set his offense up.
How many years do they run that fake punt that seems to work every time for a good yard, good return?
Last week, opening kickoff, certainly Montgomery took it back into Norton territory. So back-to-back weeks, they've had pretty good starting field position to start the ball game. Last week, it was a 6-minute drive that found the end zone by the end of it. So see what that Redmond offense can do tonight as Nathan Yeager at the helm. Gets his line set up. Coach split out to the right. Waving the tight end on the left side. Franklin, Kirchhoff, and Montgomery, the wishbone set behind Yeager. There's a snap from Cade Sass. They hand it off to Franklin. He goes right up the middle, and he's going to get a first down on the first play of the ball game.
Yeah, just straight up the gut. And the Panthers, you give you a starting lineup of a 4-3 defense, and the Panthers come out in a 5-3. So kind of a little different look there for the Panthers.
Hey, I just give you what the coaches give me. I know, that happens every time. It never fails. The coach will give you one thing, and they come out in something completely different. So first and 10 from the Panther 49-yard line. Yeager quick to the ball. There's a snap from Sass to hand it off to Franklin again off the left side. He drags a couple Panther defenders. Another big run for the sophomore fullback as he's going to bring up second down and short from, looks like about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, but this here's getting a lot of movement on that. It'd be the Panthers' right side. This here's left side, and they're just moving the people back, and Panthers going to have to shore that up a little bit.
Second down and 3 for the Redmen. Ball at the Panthers 42-yard line. Redmen go left to right on your radio dial as Jaeger breaks the huddle, sends Kelch out to the right. Raymond the tight end on the left side. Franklin the fullback. Montgomery and Kirchhoff the running back. Jaeger awaits a snap from his junior center. There's the snap. They're going to hand this one off to Franklin off the right side this time. And he's going to be close to another first down.
That's why the Panthers did a lot better job. Johnson in there along with Miller. It looks like Hughes maybe on the tackle for the Panthers.
Let's see. And they are going to give him the first down. So 1st and 10 for the Redmen. 3 carries for Luke Franklin, 2 first downs, and the Redmen moving into Panther territory. 39-yard line is where the ball is at. As now Jacob Kirchhoff heads to the sideline. We'll catch who came in for him at running back as soon as they break the huddle.
Panthers stay at 5-man front.
Looks like Jason Davian in at running back as he and Nolan Lehman switched off at tight end last week, but Kirchhoff a little banged up after last week as they handed off this time to Montgomery around the left side. He gets to the outside, and he's going to be brought down out of bounds, close to another first down run.
Yeah, that right, the left side, Smith Center is just really doing a good job getting off the ball. And making the Panthers aren't getting any contact until he's about 6 yards down the field.
Let's see. Harrison brothers and then Nolan Lehman at tight end over there on that left side of the line as looks like they're going to give Bentley a gain of 9 on the play. Second down and 1 ball right at the Panther 30-yard line. We have 10 minutes left to go here in this first quarter. 10:09 exactly. Helps split out to the right. Wishbone set behind Jaeger once again. Raymond tight end on the left side. There's the snap. They're going to hand this one off to Kirchhoff. And Kirchhoff going to dive forward for a gain of 5 and then a late fumble. But it looks like ball going to be at the 25-yard line. It looks like one of the Redmen was able to recover it. Nonetheless, 1st and 10 for the Redmen.
Looks like there might have been a little confusion in the backfield as they kind of ran into each other, but still got enough for 4 or 5 yard gain, first down.
1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line for the Redmen as they are moving left to right on your radio dial. Ball in Panther territory as Kelch again split out to the right. Raymond, the tight end, Davian now in the tight end on the left side. Kirchhoff, Montgomery, and Franklin in the backfield behind Jaeger. Jaeger's going to keep it himself this time around the left side. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. Looks like they're going to slot him down at the 19.
Now the Panthers had the middle play that time, but the quarterback made a good call, pulled the ball down, and just went around the edge.
Looks like second down and a long 4. And a long 3 short 4 here. Ball right around the 19-yard line. 9:34 left to go here in the first quarter. First drive of the ball game is the Redmen. This will be play number 7. Jaeger gets the snap, hands this one off to Montgomery around the left side. He cuts back middle, and the Panthers going to make a good defensive stop there to bring up the first 3rd down of the drive.
So that was Burrish and Miller coming over. Miller from the defensive end. Burrish plugged the middle and stopped it for a short gain, maybe a yard or so, yard and a half.
Going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 for the Redmen. Ball at the 17-yard line. 9:05 and counting left to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless here at Panther Stadium. First drive of the ball game for the Redmen. They are on play number 8 of this drive. Kelch split out to the right. Davian the tight end on the left side. Wishbone set behind Jaeger. Franklin, Montgomery, and Kirchhoff. There's a snap. They hand this one off to Franklin right up the middle. He's met in the backfield, and they're going to give him back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The Panthers read that one well. They had 2 guys blitzing, so they came on the inside holes, and there was just no place to run. They actually lost the yard in the fight.
Seth Keaton in on the tackle. There's one of the Keaton twins that you were talking about having a big second half last week. Well, starting already this week. So call it no gain on the play after that tackle by Seth Keaton. So 4th down and 2 for the Redmen as they will be going for it here. 4th and 2 from the Panthers 17-yard line. 8:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Jaeger sets him down. He awaits the snap from Cade Sack. There's the snap. He's going to follow Franklin through the hole, and he's going to be close to the first down marker. It's all going to depend on the spot here.
Yeah, this is going to be very close. I don't think he got it, but, yep. All right, depends on where he spot it. He rolled on top of the pile, so.
All right. Going to be seeing, yep, this is a good call by the ref. Bring the chain out and make sure one way or the other, but it is going to be very, very close.
Panthers did the last two plays, did a real good job plugging that middle and just filling all the holes.
As they pull him strong and by the nose of the football, it's a first down. So that extra roll right there at the end is what got him the first down. But you mentioned the Panthers defense doing a great job those last two plays. Unfortunately, that little bit of a roll on top of one of the players got the Redmond the first down that time.
Yeah, Smith there's moving for the old 40. Now just outside the Panthers 40 or 50-yard line. So they've got guys good drive going.
So we'll call it first and 10. That ball grazing 15. So a little easier math that way for a statistician. Call a 15-yard line, first and 10 from there. There's a snap from Sass. They hand it off to Montgomery. He goes off the left side. He's going to get back, maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Again, Bush does a good job rolling through there. Blew that play up and then had help from the linebacking corps.
It's like second down and 9. Ball at the 14-yard line. 7:15 left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, watch something from the outside for the Redmen.
Lehman, the tight end on the left side. Felch went out to the right. Has Montgomery, Kirchhoff, and Franklin in the wishbone set behind him. There's the snapper going off the right side this time. As Jaeger going to pull it, keep it himself. Gets to the outside, and he breaks one tackle and falls forward for a gain of a couple.
That time that Hatchet made a good initial trigger back in and had some help from his friends from the inside. And it, like I say, got a couple of yards maybe. But puts the Redmond in a third down and long for the first time tonight.
Third down and about 7. There's third down and long, 7 short 8 here. Ball right there around the 17, 18-yard line. Or excuse me, 13, 14-yard line. Third down and long nonetheless. It's like on the scoreboard they have third and 8. Ball at the 13, so that's what we'll go with. 6:10 and counting left to go. Jaeger brings him up to the line. Goes with the hard count, and there's the first hard count of the ball. The Smith Center hard count. They only used it once last week, and it worked. And it worked this time to bring up third down and short.
Well, that could be a killer for the Panthers.
Third down and 3 is a whole lot different than third down and 8. That opens the playbook up a little bit more for you. See what Coach Sass has drawn up for this play as Davian heads to the sideline. Wayman going to come back in at tight end. 6 minutes and counting left to go here in the first quarter. So already 6 minutes off the clock here is the Redmond. A typical Redmond drive. They just take their sweet time and push it down the field, and that's what they've done so far. High snap. Jaeger corrals it. They give it to Kirchhoff. He gets across the 5 down to about the 3-yard line.
You know, these first to go for the Panthers, for the Center Vance. That 5-yard penalty outside really helped the Redmond here.
Should be play number 13 of the drive. Excuse me, play number 14 of the drive. Play 13. It's hot. I can't count.
We may use that all night.
Exactly. Ball's at the 3-yard line. There's a snap. They hand it off to Franklin. He pushes it across the goal line. No signal yet. Touchdown, Redmond. Luke Franklin from 3 yards out with 4:57 left to go. Here in the first quarter, the Redmond strike first and lead at 6-0.
That was just right up the middle. Not a whole lot you can do. You get a little movement on that offensive line. And the Panthers just were backed up against their old back, goal line there. But again, that 5-yard penalty really could give a big play there, as it makes it very hard for the Panthers to come up with that stop after going from third and 8 to third and 3.
So a 13-play drive for the Redmen that started at their own 40-yard line. Took over 7 minutes off the clock, as now they're going to line up for 2. Don't really have a field goal kicker this year. So going to line up for 2 as Jaeger's back to pass, throws it into the flats, and Kirchhoff hauls it in Two-point conversion is good, and the Redmond lead 8-0 with 4:57 left to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a timeout here. We'll be back with more first quarter action in the Panthers' first drive of the ballgame right after this, as you're listening to MCL Football on KK and KQMA.
Thanks to everybody for watching, and thanks for the contributions you made this last week. Really appreciate it. Having some problems still dropping frames. I'm not sure why. Need to do some more investigating to get more of my, maybe a newer Next Tech Wi-Fi. But I really appreciate everyone who's contributed this week. Of course, Mitch and Tammy Holtis there in the Kansas City area. Go Chiefs! And Tamara Frank keeps me up to date on who's doing what, so I can kind of Skipper Marie Overmiller. Thank you so much for your contribution. And Redmen are going to be in town next week, so y'all come out and watch the Redmen. And John Overmiller, Brooke and Kim Phelps, and Reality One Group, Sean Burke Phelps. And Dennis and Judy Hansen, Theron and Lori Harrisnape, Neil and Karen Herndon, and Dale and Audra Seaman. So thank you for your contributions and helping out here. Like I posted on Facebook, I'm looking at getting a new switcher so I don't have to spend all my time jacking with the score and the time and stuff like that, and that will help me out in the future. So we'll see how that goes. Go Redmen!
Wait to see what Panthers do on this kickoff. We're taking an answer the score by the center. He comes down and goes down the middle of the field, caught by one of the up guys. That's, not sure who that is. It was Rodriguez as he scored out of bounds, but he runs it back to about the 32, maybe 33-yard line. And the Panthers will start first and 10 from that spot.
Nice little return. Sets up the Panthers a fairly good starting field position. Across the 30, can't be too upset about that.
We'll see what the Panthers offense can do this week, because like I say, had a lot of struggles last week to see if they could do something here. Now, Panthers come out in their wishbone formation. Everybody in tight. And we have the ball handed off to Hanson. Hanson right up the middle. And he gouges ahead for about 8 or 9 yards.
Nice run, nice blocking by the guys up front that time. Looks like Ford and Hughes over there on the left side doing a nice job opening up that hole for Hampton.
So brings up the second, let's call it 1 for the Panthers. As they have their short yards here. Now they split one wide out to each side. Ford looks out of his shotgun. Takes the ball and drops it, and then has to follow it. There's going to be a loss on the play.
That's a loss of what, about
30? Yeah, it's going to be about 2 or 3 out. It's going to be up, let's call it third, and a long 3, short 4 for the Panthers.
Mark sends me updates from the games. He said that Hill City, Nest City game, 7:48 left to go in the first, and there's already been 5 lost fumbles.
So the Panthers back to the wishbone. Ford takes their hands off to Dodger. Dodger trying to bounce this. Kids inside. Gets a short gain. That's going to bring up fourth down, and let's call it a good 2.5 yards for the Panthers.
Luke Franklin in on the tackle for the Redmen, coming in from that linebacker position.
So the Panthers go for it early here on their own field. There we go.
It's a short fourth down play, so it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Panthers right up. They're in their flexible position. They just try to drop. They do go for it. They had the ball off right at the middle. And it looks like he might have the first down. That's a surprise.
Nice run by Rodriguez right up the middle. Didn't get a lot, but got enough for the first down. And sometimes that's all you need to kind of start to build that momentum up a little bit.
Ball placed at the Panther 44-yard line for the Panthers. Pick up the first down here. Now, Miller goes to the near side. Everybody else is tight. Carson wishbone for the Panthers. Ford pitches it back to Hanson. Hanson cuts up to the outside. Makes one guy miss. Guy in the hit. Could have a gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards on the run.
Nice run by Hanson. It's going to be brought down by Kirchhoff for the Redmen. He comes in from that outside linebacker position. But Hanson, nice moves in the backfield. Made a couple guys miss early.
Johnson did a good job blocking. Got a good block to cut back behind. And 2:35 to go here in the opening quarter. Get Smith on top. Each weapon. They have to try to get into Smith territory. Again, one wide out to the far side. They hand the ball off. Right up the middle. He breaks one tackle, rolls forward for a gain of about 3. Going to bring up the short, third and short for the Panthers.
Another nice run there by the Panthers. So other than that one fumble, they've been ahead of the sticks the entire drive so far. So they're doing a good job so far. See if they can keep this momentum going.
Third, let's call it a short 2. Panthers go back to their second mode. One wide out to the near side. One back behind Ford. Now back comes the motion. He takes the ball, handed off to Rodriguez, and he's met right at the line, and he's not going to get anything, as there was no blocking for him at all on that side.
Colton Harrisnate met him at the line of scrimmage and then drove him back about 8 yards before they finally blew it dead, but fair to say right at the line of scrimmage to bring up, fourth down?
Fourth and then call. Now almost 2.5, 3 yards for the Panthers.
So they went for it last time on fourth down. They're assuming they'll probably go for it again this time.
The backs run hard, but they have to have a place to run. Now they go back to the wishbone. Ford sets it down. Looks over the defense. Takes the ball. Hands off to Johnson. Johnson trying to bounce out, trying to use legs drive. I don't think he's going to get there. He's going to come up short.
Looks like Harrisnate there again. Couch is there as well. And Eli Franklin there for the Redmen on the stop. So turnover on downs for the Panthers on their first drive. But until that third down play, they were ahead of the sticks except for that one fumble early in the drive. But they were it seemed like they were starting to get some things moving there.
Yeah, Seth Keaton along with Eli Skipper coming in for the Panthers defensively. And we'll see if the Panthers can come up and stop. After the Panthers settled down, they played good defense.
So the Redmen start at their own 47-yard line, second drive of the ball game. They go left to right on your radio dial. There's the snap. They hand it off to Montgomery. He follows his blockers around the left side, gets across midfield, and then pushed out of bounds at about the Panther 47-yard line.
Right out the right side again. Give him about 5, maybe even a little more.
See where they right.
Flag. I missed that.
I didn't see the flag either. All right then. So I guess instead of about second down and 5, going to push the the Redmen back. So 10-yard penalty on the Redmen. So instead of second down and about 5, it's now first down and about 17.
There's a spot foul. So it goes from the slot.
Ball spotted back at the 39-yard line, and the Redmen need the Panther 43 for a first down. As Yeager has the wishbone behind him. There's the snap. They hand this one off. No, Yeager keeps it himself around the right side. Gets a good block from Montgomery. Cuts back across the 45 up to about the 46.
Picked up most of that penalty yard as he's going to be short of the original stick. So, gain of about 6-7 yards. Brings up, like say, maybe a second and 11, Jeff.
That's what it looks like. About right at the 46. The second down and 11. Fabian heads to the sideline.
Clock continues to run. We're about 30 seconds here left in the first quarter. Gets this third on top. 8-0.
So Montgomery going to be in the backfield with Franklin and Kirchhoff. Phelps split out to the right. Wayman the tight end on the left side. Second down and 11 from their own 46-yard line is what the Redmen face. There's the snap. They hand this one off to Kirchhoff. He's hitting the backfield, but able to spin off that initial hit. Get across the original line of scrimmage to bring up third down and about 9.
Johnson and Miller in on the top for the Panthers.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter, as the Smith Center Redmen lead the Phillipsburg Panthers 8-0 after quarter number 1. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this as you're listening to NCL Football on KK and KQMA.
Hope everybody can come out and watch the games and come and check us out.
Try and squeeze a minute here.
Smith Center's going to be in Smith Center. The Redmen are playing at Smith Center on Fridays there at Redmond Stadium. Lady Red is going to be.
I don't know.
Smith Center's going to be in Stockton on Tuesday, playing Stockton Hoxie for volleyball. And tomorrow is a JV tournament, Smith Center and Phillipsburg Beloit. So that's always entertaining. So come up to the high school there and watch the JV tournament at Smith Center. I believe cross country is going to be in Smith Center on Thursday at the golf course. So come out and root for the area. It's looking pretty good. Kelly Armaconex, well, a really good bunch of runners out there, and they've showed up really well. So hopefully some of them make it to regional and do well there and go to state. So we'll see what happens with the Harriers and the junior high and high school.
Welcome back at
On Saturday, next week from tomorrow, we make that long trip down over there to Belleville for that tournament over there. So a lot of sports and activities going on in Smith Center. Of course, junior high, football and volleyball on Thursday. I don't recall where. So go Redmen, go Lady Red.
Panthers, it seemed like they were starting to get something going. We'll see how this game goes. But right now, 8-0, Smith Center leads as they face third down and short 8 here. Or long 8, short 9 from about their own 48-yard line. Redmond now go right to left on your radio dial. There's the snap. They're going to hand this one off to Franklin right up the middle. He goes off the right side, and he's going to pick up a couple. Gets across the 50 and not a whole lot else.
I tried the Panthers' defensive line did a good job just there trying to blow back off the ball. That time they stood their ground pretty well. Like mentioned, gave them about 2.5 or so. Brings up a very interesting fourth down for the center.
So fourth down and let's call it 6. Yeah, fourth down and 6. Well, that line against the 43-yard line. We'll see if early here in the first half, still just started the second quarter. See if Coach Bass decides to go for it here. Or if he's, probably. Or if he's going to punt this away and try to play field position. Looks like right now they're out there with the offense. And Jaeger going to get the ball. Going to go counter with Montgomery around the right side. He's got an opening. Montgomery cuts back. He's at the 35-30, 25-20. It's a foot race at the 10. 5, touchdown, Bentley Montgomery from 49 yards out there. Redmond on the board as they now lead the Phillipsburg Panthers here at Panther Stadium with 11 minutes left to go in the first half as Montgomery got an opening as they again punch it across and now lead 14-0.
Reverse field by the quarterback. Got the Panthers sliding one way. Once he got through that initial line, he found the hole and hit it very quickly.
So there's the speed that we were waiting for from the Redmond backs that we didn't get to see last week necessarily. Montgomery did a great job of read his blocks and then had one cutback to make and got around the last line of defense for the Panthers, and it was just a foot race to the end zone after that.
We have a little bit of a delay.
Looks like now we're getting ready to go here. 11 minutes left to go here in the first half. The Redmen on the board. 4-play drive. Start at their own 47-yard line. So they line up to go for 2 here. Last time they threw it as Davian's in the backfield. Jaeger going to follow Franklin through the hole. He's going to be close, and there's a signal. 2 points is good. So with that, makes it 16-0. Smith Center leads Phillipsburg with 11 minutes left to go in the first half. You're listening to MCL Football on KK and KQMA.
Okay, we'll squeeze another minute here.
Well, I looked at the internet. Looks like I'm still dropping frames, so I'm not sure what to do with that. Don't know if I need a different antenna for my camera or if there's other issues, but hopefully I'm going to get a new talked it over with a couple of people, Oberman and Greg Kelch, and I think we have some money that we can spend, but if you want to contribute, that'd be great too. You send money to Smith Center Junior Senior High School, 300 Roger Body Way. And I'm also going to get me a different mixer. This has been a pretty good little mixer for the last 3 years, but it's kind of gotten to the point where it's not really keeping up with what we want to do. So Thank you, everybody that contributed. Come on out, watch the football game next week, or go to Hoxie and watch the Stockton on Tuesday, and junior high. I believe it's the center on Thursday, volleyball and football. So come out and support your team.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium. Jesse Ray alongside Jay Blair as a 49-yard touchdown run by Bentley Montgomery. 2-point conversion was good. The Redmen now lead 16-0 as Jacob Kirchhoff getting set to tee off for the Redmen.
Panthers need to really answer here in this first half. 11 minutes just had to go in the second quarter. Panthers had a little bit of momentum going on their offensive series, the first one, but now with the way the Redmen can chew up time, they really need to get something going. Kickoff comes down, picked up by one of the back guys again. Looks like that's Rodriguez. He cuts up, lowers his head, and then gets it out to about the 37-yard line. Panthers will start first and 10 from that spot.
It looks like Jacob Kirchhoff, the one for the Redmen to bring him down. You know, you mentioned it, Jay. They had something going that last drive. They even overcame a fumble and still picked up a first down after that. So they're starting to get things going. It's just that one third down play where it was Devin Johnson against Colton Hairsnape, and they couldn't get anything going that time after that.
So the Panthers come out into wishbone. Ford takes the ball, hands off to center back. Hanson follows his blocking, lowers his head, gets it up over the 40 to maybe close to the 41-yard line.
Nice little run there by Hanson to pick up a nice little game to get ahead of the chains here on after that first down play.
So it's called second and a long 6 for the Panthers. Clock continues to run here. This is quarter number 2. Panthers trailing it 16-0. Now they keep everybody in tight, standing wishbone formation. Ford looks over the defense. No snap, hands the ball off, then he keeps it around the end, takes the pitch, cuts it back, got a little bit of a lane, lowers his head, and he's up over the 50 to about the Redmond 47.5-yard line.
So nice run there by Ford. Nice fake by Ford as first handoff was good. Fake handoff and then fake the pitch as well to pick up that first down run.
So the Panthers got something going here now. See if they can maintain it here. Ball is in the Redmond side of the field. They send one wide out. They break the wishbone. There goes the motion. They hand the ball off to Hanson. Hanson, Barry got through the line but lost his footing. Dives ahead for a short gain of a maybe yard and a half or so. 2 maybe at the most.
That's a different Redmond in there. He's got Colton Hairsnape, one of the first ones to hit him though. Eli Franklin comes out. Cade Sass comes back in, a middle linebacker.
Same formation for the Panthers. One wide out to the far side. Partial wishbone. Ford wants to throw. Now he throws the ball out in the flat. Got Johnson over there. Makes one spinning move. Dives ahead. And I think he might have a first down. It'll be awful close.
First pass of the ball game for either team.
It does result, I think, in a first down. Now they're marking it. Yeah, they're going to... I don't think he got a very good spot, but I'm going to say officials are going to bring the change in. But that opens up the playbook a little bit. If you keep the Redmen where they can't just keep crashing and closing down the holes, they have to respect the outside passing game or the outside lane. That should help them.
Yeah, let's see, let's say third down and short here.
Yeah.
But you're right. They don't have to pass a lot, just a little bit here and there. Like you said, just to keep that defense honest and not have to crowd the box every time.
I'm not sure how tall the Redmond defensive backs are, but you have Miller, as a wide tight end or wide out, and Miller goes about 6'2", maybe 6'3", so a big target for him.
Most of them, I think, Tarek Kelch is listed as 5'11". Let's see. It just depends on which side of the field he's on, who's covering him.
Quick snap, they had the ball right up the middle. I believe that was Rodriguez. He dived inside right about to the 35 and should have an easy first down for the Panthers.
So, first and 10 here. And sometimes it's just those a couple yards is all you need keep the drive going. And this is good for the Panthers offense, as you said. Kind of struggled last week. Now they put a couple, the first drive, they got a first down in that one. Now a first down here on this drive.
Let's see if they keep the momentum going here. And now, again, they go through 2 or 3 to the far side, split back, they hand the ball off. Ford keeps it on quarterback sweep, and he's going to push and leaves leg drive up inside the 30 to maybe the 29. And get him a little over 5, maybe 5.5 yards on the play by Ford.
Good tough run there by Joel Ford, showing some power on that one, as he had a couple different Redmond defenders wrapped around him, and he drug him still another probably 2-3 yards.
Play comes in from the sideline. Panthers, 8:15 left to go here in quarter number 2. Trailing Smith there by the score of 16-0. Now the Panthers send 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side, 1 back behind Ford. Spread him out. Now Ford, see through, makes one guy miss, dives ahead, cuts back, and he's down to inside the 20. So a nice run of about 9-10 yards on the play.
Right down to the 20-yard line for Ford, as he broke the tackle of Luke Franklin right initially, and then Montgomery able to bring him down. But Joel Ford showing he's got those running skills. Last year I had to play wide receiver some, but this year getting that quarterback spot.
Panthers break the huddle. They send 1 wide out to the near side. Keep everybody else in tight. Slot to the near side. Ford takes the snap, pitches it back to Johnson. Johnson trying to run for the corner, cuts back in, dives ahead, lowers it, and gets down to about the 15, 16-yard line maybe. Flag on the play though.
See what the flag is all about. It's Bentley Montgomery, the first Redmond to hit Johnson that time. Long discussion here to decide what the flag is all about.
It's a foul. That's the center.
All right. The second penalty of the game on the Redmond, but where it's at should be half the distance to the goal probably.
Ball was at the 16. About to 9.5. 8.5, so not half the distance, but it will be first and goal to go for the Panthers. So, Panthers go back to the wishbone formation. Again, Ford looks over the defense, waits for the snap, gets it, hands off, and he's now trying to bootleg it to the far side. He's got some corner, and he's going to go in for a touchdown. And Joel Ford from about 8.5 yards out, quarterback sweep. And the Panthers are on the board here in the second quarter with 7:14 left to go. Now it makes it 16-6 in favor of the Redmen. Now, the center went for 2. I suppose the Panthers will go for 2 because the Panthers do have a place kicker in Rodriguez. He didn't do maybe one attempt last week, but they line up to go for 2. Again, they stay in the wishbone. Ford sets it down, takes it, wants to head off to Johnson. Johnson lowered his hand. I don't think he's going to get there. Nope. But that's a big boost for the Panthers as they are able to get a touchdown on their second possession.
So with 7:14 left to play here in this first half, the Redmond lead 16-6. We'll be back with more right after this. You're listening to MCL Football on KK and KQMA.
Okay, squeeze another minute here.
I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and sorry about the stream. I just don't know what the heck's going on. It looks good at one time, but then it doesn't look good, so we'll get that worked out. Hopefully maybe get some other wireless equipment. I'm using my Nextech phone. It's always worked well in the past, but maybe it's my antenna on my camera. Maybe it's my camera. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens after I get the new streaming device. Hopefully that will be a bit more consistent and constant. We'll be able to have better YouTube streams so it doesn't drop all the time. So hope you'll enjoy watching this. Hope you can come out and enjoy some good times. Send some prayers out to some friends on Facebook, got some cancers and such, and some families passing away, so always keep yourself up. If you want to find out what's going on in Redmond land, you go to usd237.com or org.
Welcome back.
And then click on the calendar. Click on the quick links and then go to the calendar, or you can go, also there's a calendar under the left, 3 bars, and that will tell you the weekly calendar, what kind of snacks and food that might be available. So, go Redmen. Keep up with Smith Center.
Hill City, Ness City, 7 turnovers in their first quarter, and it's a 7-6 ball game. Hill City on top. Plainville up on Oakley last we knew, 7-6 in the second quarter of that one. As Montgomery picks it up at the 21, he's up to the 25. Tries to find an opening, and he's going to be spun down right at the 25-yard line.
Thought the ball came out, but the way the Panthers reacted, but Montgomery did a good job holding on to that.
So 7:09 left to go here in this first half, and the Redmen will start this drive at their own 55-yard line. As that first drive is the typical Redmond drive, a long methodical drive. The second drive, 4 plays and a touchdown. A long run, the longest run for the Redmen so far this season. As here comes your third drive of the ball game. They go right to left on your radio dial. Kelch split out to the right. Lane the tight end on the left side. Wishbone set behind Yeager. There's the snap. They hand this one off to Franklin. Franklin going to be stood up after a gain of maybe 2.
Yep, Keaton, along with Jeremy Ford, doing a good job. Burris also in there as the Panthers defense trying to find a way to get Redmond offense off the field.
Like a quick update for you from that Plainville game. The Cardinals just scored 14-6 with 7:57 left to go in their second quarter. So looks like maybe we're just a little bit ahead, about a minute ahead of them game-wise. Like the second down and 8 for the Redmen. Wishbone set behind Yeager. Gets the snap. Fakes the handoff and going to have a flag on the play.
He jumped the line. I don't know if he was offside or not, but he jumped over and really busted that play up. That's 57. That's Seth Keaton.
Can you jump the line?
I timed it right.
That's true. I think you just can't propel yourself off of somebody else. Let's see what the flag is all about here. And they are going to say no flag on the play. So Keaton apparently didn't touch anybody when he cleared the when he jumped over the line. I know it's a penalty if you use somebody to propel yourself over, but he just cleared it all by himself. So there you go.
There's that aggressiveness for the freshman.
Third down here for the Redmen. They did pick up about a yard, so third down and 7. Ball at about the 29. So third down and long 6, short 7 here. As Kelch split out to the right. Playing his tight end on the left side. Wishbone set behind Yeager. It's Franklin, Montgomery, and Kirchhoff. There's a snap from Cade Sass. They're going to hand this one off. No, Yeager keeps himself around the right side. He breaks 1 tackle. Gets around 2 more. Spin move. He's dragging Panthers across midfield and into Panther territory down to the 46-yard line.
Yeah. Panthers had it stopped at the initial point, but Yeager just made a great run. Kept turning and they broke up into the open field.
So they had him at 3rd and long, and now it's 1st and 10 inside Panther territory. Ball at the 46-yard line. So 46-yard line is where the Redmen are here. They go right to left on your radio dial. Robbie has confirmed that you have to clear the line. You can't touch anybody. If he's gonna have comments, he should have just been here.
Yeah.
He's critiquing us now. Hand off it to Montgomery, and he's going to be stuck about a 2-yard gain, but nice job there by the Panther defense.
Again, looks like getting off the bottom of the pile. Ford is right there. Joel Johnson gets up, and on top was Seth Keaton again.
So we'll call it gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8. Ball at the Panther 44-yard line. 4:52 left to go here in the first half. The center leads 16-6. Kelch going to trot out. He's going to be split out to the right. Raymond the tight end on the left side. Yeager, the quarterback. He has the wishbone behind him. It is Franklin, Kirchhoff, and Montgomery. There's a snap from Sass. They're going to hand this one off to Franklin right up the middle. And he's going to gain a few on the play.
Left side of the defense did a better job as they reacted with that Miller getting up along with the Hughes on the tackle.
Going to bring up third down and about 5. All close to the 41-yard line. 4:10 county left to go here in this first half. 16-6. The center leads the Phillipsburg as Yeager breaks the huddle. Kelch split out to the right. Davian, the tight end on the left side. Kirchhoff, Montgomery, the running backs. Franklin, the fullback, as Yeager awaits the snap from his center, Cade Sass. There's the snap. They're going to hand this one off. No, Yeager keeps it himself, follows Franklin through the hole. Going to pick up a few on the play and then going to be pushed backwards.
Yeah, he got the initial lunge following the fullback right through the hole, and he picked up about 3. And should still be up a 4th, and let's call it 3 for the center.
Looks like they're going to spot him about the 38-yard line. He needs the 30, in between the 35 and 30, about the 35.5-yard line for a first down. So see what Coach Sass and that offense has drawn up here with 3:15 and counting left to go in this first half. It is 16-6. The center leads, but a big fourth down play here. Kelch split out to the right. Raymond the tight end on the left side. And now a timeout going to be called. As Coach Sass calls a timeout, they want to talk things over here. Make sure they have the right play drawn up for this fourth down. So we're going to take a timeout with them as you're listening to MCL Football on KKN and KQMA.
And you're watching Redmen football on WWWSD 237, Next Tech Channel 165. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing there. It does look like the stream is a bit choppy. I'm not sure why. We're going to have to dig that up. Maybe go up to the JV game at the high school and work out the problems up there and see what happens. Hopefully have some new equipment by next week, so when we are at home, we'll see how things work there. But for the time being, we'll see what happens here. Didn't have any trouble with choppiness at Plainville, but they have a really nice setup there for streaming. So, and that guy down there is really nice when we go down there to do volleyball and basketball. So, hope everybody can come out and enjoy some games and matches, support the kids, and do what you can to help everybody in Smith Center. Of course, a couple of weeks, we're going to have Old Settlers Day, a couple of Saturdays from now. Of course, I won't be there except for late at night because we have a football game. We'll be there for the football game on Friday, I think. Maybe don't play at home. I don't recall. Anyway, that was the day that the Lady Red go down to Hoisington. So we'll see how the Redmen do here on this drive here in this late halftime. So thank you, everyone, for your contributions. If you'd like to help out, you can send money to Smith Center Junior Senior High School, 300 Roger Barta Way, Smith Center, Kansas. We'll put your money to good use. Go Redmen.
And to sell the line. Kelch went out to the right. Wishbone set behind Yeager. That's Franklin, Kirchhoff, and Montgomery. The Redmen go right to left on your radio dial. Fourth down. And a long two here as they fake the handoff to Montgomery. Yeager keeps around the left side. He picks up the first down, and not a whole lot more, but enough for the first down.
Well, Rodriguez had him in the backfield, shot the gap, but he just kind of threw it off to the side, tried to arm tackle instead of driving through it. So the drive continues for Smith Center.
Quick update for you. Plainville forced a punt, and Andrews Dewey took it 65 yards to the house. So Plainville starting to open things up on Oakley. They now lead 21-6 in that ballgame. So first and 10 for the Redmond. Ball at the Panthers 34-yard line. 2:35 and counting left to go here in the first half. The Redmond lead by 10, 16-6. Yeager sets the offense up here. Wishbone set behind him with Phelps split out to the right. There's the snap to hand it off to Franklin. He tries to find a hole, gets across the 30. Gain of about 5 on the play.
He did just a good job following a hole that was opened up just for a brief. And the Panthers used the Miller to stop it, but not to say he got 5 yards.
So, second and 5 here for the Redmond. Davian goes out. Raymond brings the play back in. We have 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. The center leads by 10. 16-6 as Kelch split out to the right. Playing to the tight end on the left side. Kirchhoff, Franklin, Montgomery, the wishbone set behind Yeager. There's a snap from Sass. Yeager keeps this one himself around the right side. He has the first down, breaks one tackle, stood up at right about the first down marker. So it'll be interesting to see where they spot this, but he's right at that first down marker.
I think he's got enough to get it.
And they are going to give him the first down. So first and 10 for the Redmond, ball at the 23-yard line. Redmond quickly back on the ball. Davey in the tight end on the left side. Wishbone set behind Yeager. There's the snap. They're going to hand this one off to Montgomery. He goes up the left side, breaks it to the outside. I think it'll be brought down, but not until he gets up to about the 16-yard line.
Yeah. But when you get it about 6 other plays, yeah.
I don't know what the school record is for tackles in a season or in a career, but Chuck Keaton might come close to it by the time he's all said and done.
Well, just for Galloway.
Oh, I'm sure. As the Redmond snap it, they hand this one off to Kirchhoff. He gets to the outside on the right side, cuts back, breaks one tackle, and finally brought down inside the 5-yard line.
Panthers are giving up that edge too much now. If they're starting to exploit that edge after pounding it inside, Panthers need the defensive edge to wind down a little bit.
First and goal for the Redmond, ball at the 2-yard line. See what the Redmond have in store here. Most of the time it goes to Luke Franklin right up the middle. We'll see if he gets a second red zone carry here. And he does cross the goal line and touchdown Redmond. Luke Franklin from 2 yards out. And at 29 seconds left to go, it's going to put the Redmond up 22-6.
Now that was a crucial drive. The Panthers defense really needed to stop the Redmond going in here before halftime. So now there's going to have to be a regrouping at halftime by the Panthers to see if they can come up with some more offense to get back into this ballgame.
12 plays and 75 yards that time for the Redmond. As they await the call for the 2-point conversion here. Luke Franklin with his second touchdown of the ball game. There's the snap. Yeager rolls out to the right, looks to pass, goes into the flats and through Montgomery's hands. 2-point conversion, no good.
So the Panthers get a break on that one, so the score remains 22-6 with just 29 seconds to go here in the first half of action.
We'll be back with the rest of this first half.
Well, Redmond showing up really well here, so go ahead and shoot the people across the way. The crowd. Redmond crowd. Okay. Zoom in. There they are, the Redmond faithful. Families and friends, everybody's here. So, thanks everybody for coming out and support the Redmen. Looking pretty good here tonight. See, but Phillipsburg's always tough. They always make adjustments. So we'll see what they come up here with in the second half. Always a quality image of players on both sides and good people on both towns. So enjoy coming over here because there's a lot of Smith Center people seem to have propagated. Tracy Ford's here and David King. So go Redmond.
3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to Panther Stadium. Gus Gray alongside Jay Blair. 29 seconds left to go in the first half. The center up 22-6. But the Panthers a little bit of time here. See if maybe some magic can happen here before halftime.
Yeah, I think the Panthers probably will see what kind of return they get on this kickoff. Then you kind of decide there whether you're just going to go in at halftime, readjust, or if you have a chance to maybe get some points. So big kickoff coming up here for the Panthers. And we'll try to get back some yardage here.
As Kirchhoff gets set to kick off for the Redmond once again.
Ball's back to about the 8-yard line. Out by Hanson. Hanson looking for some running room. Goes to the inside, and now just bounced out of bounds at about the 32, 33-yard line.
Mason Vassell on the tackle for the Redmen.
So from that point, Jeff, I don't know if you'll, I guess, might go try something.
You never know.
If you don't get too risky and throw an interception or, turn the ball over. You don't want to give Smith Center any extra opportunities, that's for sure. Panthers send one wide out to each side. Quarterback is still in the shotgun. Ford goes back, he's going to throw. Throws the ball out in the flat. Caught on the far side, now coming back in. Makes one guy miss. Trying to get to the middle, and Blackburn gets all the way up to the 48, 49-yard line for the Panthers. So gain about 15 yards on that pass play, but we have a flag. It's a holding on the Panthers.
So they get the big play, and then, of course, that penalty going to bring everything back. It is across the original, or the first down marker, so it's not going to be behind the sticks any.
Yep. Not foul. So put the ball back, blocking the back, not a hold. Now put the ball just outside the 35-yard line, so they're pushing it about, let's call it 8. 14 seconds left to go here in this opening half. It gets this there on top, 22-6. Panthers now call a timeout.
So we'll go ahead and take a timeout with them as we approach halftime here. But again, timeout on the field, we'll take one with them as you're listening to MCL Football.
So Lady Red showed up really well here so far this year in volleyball. Hope y'all can come out and watch the Lady Red next time they're in town. I don't recall when that is, but hopefully they'll be able to do well and be able to make it to sub-state and then go to state like we did have for the last many years. All the way down to the Dodge City. Really nice facility. So come on out and enjoy the festivities and things like that for Old Settlers Day in a couple weeks. So the 100th anniversary, the quintessential of the city of Smith Center. So come out to Smith Center, and if you're far away and watching this, come out to Smith Center and party like a pig. There's always festivities and things going on. It's supposed to be a massive fireworks show, so bring the family, bring kids, grandma and grandpa, and everybody in town. Go Redmen, go Lady Red.
Waiting to the inside. Slot goes out. Ford rolls, pocket out to the far side. Now he may just cut and keep it, try to get out of bounds. Yeah, he does. As he's pushed out of bounds. And we'll have 8 seconds left to go here in this first half of action. Short gain on the play. Gain is about a yard, maybe. I don't know if you want your quarterback running like that. It looks like he's just up a little slow, but play comes in from the sideline. First half's been a good first half. This has done some good things offensively. Panthers have not played terribly on defense. It makes this there work for everything they've got here. Now, one wide out to each side. Ford goes back. Blitz comes up to center. Goes out to the inside. Now he's just up there. Second and turn up field. Cuts back inside and is bounced out of bounds at about the 44-yard line, but the clock has run out.
All right. Like you said, a pretty good first half for both teams so far. Right now, though, the Redmen lead the Panthers 22-6. We're sending it back to the station. We'll back to wrap up the first half right after this as you're listening to MCL Football on a KK and a KQMA.